What are St. Augustine homebuyers most regretting after they move to the area? Join me as I dive into the top regrets St. Augustine buyers face after making the big move and see if you can avoid making the same mistakes. Hi there, I'm Kim Devlin, your Northeast Florida Realtor. My goal is always to educate as much as I can, but not everyone listens. In this video, we're going to explore the most common regrets that buyers face after making the move to St. Augustine and what you can do to avoid them. Moving to a new city can be a thrilling experience, but it can also come with its fair share of regrets. As someone who has relocated to several new cities and had regrets myself, I've seen many buyers jump into the St. Augustine market with rose-tinted glasses, only to realize later that they've made some costly mistakes. When it comes to buying a home in St. Augustine, there are several key issues that buyers often regret. One of the biggest concerns is choosing the wrong location. I always talk about location because it's so important. Whether it's being too close to the tourist traps or too far from the beach, picking the right neighborhood is crucial to your overall satisfaction. Let's look at the map. When looking at St. Augustine, it's pretty big. As you can see, it spans from the Atlantic Ocean to the St. Johns River. This is a big area. So when you are searching for properties by the name of the city or town, you are better off getting to know the different zip codes because that will tell you more about the location. For example, someone may think since they have a St. Augustine address that they should be close enough to the beach. But there are parts of St. Augustine that are a good 30 to 40 minutes to the beaches. For example, Silverleaf, a huge new community drawing many buyers for their new homes and great incentives, is located in St. Augustine, but it is about 40 to 50 minutes from the St. Augustine beaches. It's actually closer to Ponte Vedra beaches, Michler's Landing, but still 30 minutes away. If proximity to the beach is a priority for you, then this is probably going to feel too far. And there's certain zip codes that run along the coast that'll put you closer to the beach, again, if that's a priority for you. And if you need some help navigating the zip codes that will work best for your lifestyle, just give me a call and I'll help you do that. Another common regret is property size. Whether it's a home that's too small or too large, I have had several buyers relocate to the area needing to purchase a home with enough room for the family that will be visiting, but then that family rarely does, and they are stuck with a house too big for them. I always tell my customers, buy your home for you. You'd be surprised at how you can make it work when family comes to visit. I had experienced the same thing when I lived in New Hampshire for a short stint. I bought a house big enough for family visits, which were about 2 times a year. And after several years, they stopped coming. And then I was stuck with a house to clean that no one really ever used. So focus on what works for you. There's lots of things you can do to accommodate guests, like Murphy beds and hotels. One thing that surprises many buyers moving here is the cost of living. There's a common assumption that Florida is cheap, but that's not the reality, especially post-COVID. Prices have skyrocketed, including home prices, insurance, and taxes. A lot of people I talk to, especially those who bought new homes in master plan communities, are shocked. They're caught off guard when their property taxes are reassessed in the new year. They can't believe at how much higher their taxes are than they were expecting. When you add in the annual CDD fee specific to these communities, it can lead to some real regret. Builder agents might not always explain these costs clearly when buyers walk into their model homes unaccompanied by a realtor. This is why working with a realtor is so important. We prepare buyers for these expenses up front, review contracts for them, and guide buyers throughout the entire process so they know what to expect. If you want to know more about the cost of living, watch this video right here. Now, costs can add up quickly, and many buyers are caught off guard by just how much they'll need to budget for. I've spoken to several recent home buyers that shared their regrets with me, and they weren't my buyers. They had gone into new construction, unaccompanied by a realtor, and worked with the builder agent. And their regrets actually have a major impact on their satisfaction with their new home. One buyer told me she regretted not visiting the neighborhood at different times of day to get a sense of the traffic and noise levels. Another buyer said that he wished he'd factored in the cost of commuting to work, as the traffic in St. Augustine can be brutal. By sharing these stories, I hope to help you avoid making the same mistakes. When you're walking into new construction, just make sure you have a realtor that knows new construction and can walk you through the entire process and kind of play devil's advocate a little bit for you. So, what's the most significant regret reported by buyers in St. Augustine? It's not the high cost of living or the tourist traffic. It's the lack of research and planning. So many buyers dive into the market not doing their due diligence, and it ends up costing them in the long run. By taking time to research the local market, talk to locals, and consider all the factors that will affect your life, you can avoid these common regrets and find a home that truly fits your needs. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the area, YouTube videos are a great place to start, but they can only give you so much information. So find yourself a realtor that will help you navigate the area to see if it is the right fit for you. It may not be. We do this all of the time for our home buyers. They come to this area really not knowing how to navigate it, and we help them based on their lifestyle and their home search criteria to really match them up with the right communities that will fit their lifestyle needs, because that's really important in making a house a home. So if you're thinking about moving to St. Johns County or Flagler County or Northeast Florida in general, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always here and happy to help. Now, if you are wanting to learn more about Northeast Florida, go ahead and download my relocation guide for St. Augustine and Palm Coast, if that's another area you're thinking of. The links are in the description below. Now, doing your research is really important, but you have to visit the area. You have to tour the neighborhoods and the surrounding area to really get a feel for the place. It's essential to do your research and to consider all of the factors. I hope this video helps to ensure that if you do decide to move to St. Augustine or Palm Coast, you do it fully aware of the pros and cons. Check out this video right here to learn more about St. Johns County. I really do appreciate you watching this video, and if you found it helpful, share your own experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and share with someone you think might be moving to the area. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.